Hi, I'm Sarah. We have already set our intentions and our prayers for this session, so enjoy and learn.
I've been reading a book on the
Ex-
known ETs to humans. There's quite a few.
Oh, yes.
And I noticed there's like two sides. There's a side that wants to do good and follow the cosmic law of one. And then there's the other side that does the service to self thing. Is that what you interpret it as? I see you shaking your head.
This is a shake. This is a nod.
Oh, I saw the shake.
Uh, I didn't know I shook my head. I thought I nodded. Anyway.
I also saw Sasha.
Yeah,
I guess I did.
you got your wires crossed.
Easily enough done.
Yep.
Yeah, just as human beings are quite varied in their propensities and their desires and their knowledge, all the hundreds of beings, extraterrestrials as you call them, have likewise varied. Oh, I know what you're after. Yes. There are specific peoples who desire to assist humanity to raise frequencies, to
Yes.
choose
Okay.
to go to the more peaceful and loving and accepting earth. Then, but of course, there are those who just want to see what they can do, what they can get away with. None of them, in spite of some of your scaremongering human fellows, none of them are truly malevolent. However, if they were given the freedom to do what they want, it could turn into a bad thing for humanity or for Earth. They've already done enough influence like that. And just encourage humans who are capable of doing those things themselves, as you know. But more of the beings who are truly contacting your fellow humans, the vast majority of them are here to teach, to enlighten, to encourage good things.
That's what they were saying. Majority of them are here to do just as you had said.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a few that are being trying to cause trouble.
Yeah.
And there, according to what I was reading, there is a galactic alliance that keeps those ones under control or try to keep them under control.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Okay.
Tries to minimize the effect that they have, just as there are non-corporeal beings who have lower vibrational frequencies than those here in this room. And they are kind of tricksters, and they try to bring your frequencies down however they can. That's hence the protection of all of us, to protect all of you from those beings.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, ready for some more questions?
Always.
Oh, always. So that, never mind. That question I'm not ready to ask yet.
Interesting.
I don't have it fully formulated. I thought I did, but based on the information you have just presented, I need to process that information against the question to see if the question is still valid or not. And if it is, then I will presented. If not, then I won't worry about it.
Ever the engineer. Yes.
Yes. What is light language?
Light language.
Yes. So I read that some of the aliens used light language. Is that a new one for you?
Yes and no. I know what you mean by that, but the terminology, light language, is something you humans, I think, made up or apply
Yeah.
to whatever it is. And I am not personally privy to that sort of language. It is of higher frequency than myself.
Yes.
It
is
is
quite
very enlightened, and usually more of a telepathic language.
And from what I read, it is also a language that talks directly with light and then allows light, the frequencies in light, to control the frequencies, to heal and help them to disassemble and reassemble in another dimension and stuff like that. That's what I was reading. So
Oh, well,
do you think between this session and the next you could check in some higher ups and see what they say? Or are they saying it's way beyond you?
at the moment, it's, what I'm getting is that the light frequencies are vital to those sorts of things, to travel to other dimensions, other realities, other dreams, but it isn't so specific that it's leaving out those who don't speak it. I'm not
But
explaining
that
it
makes
very
sense
well.
based on what I had read.
You must also remember that what you are reading is human translations of what they've experienced and what
Yep.
they've come to know.
That's why I have questions for you.
Doesn't mean I have all the answers.
I know, but you have a long reach into more information and people than we do.
Not so long, but
You,
it's,
it's long enough for you to get the answers you want.
yeah. Well, it's sufficed for today, anyway,
Yeah.
so far.
We have chakras. Does the universe?
Sorry, I thought you said chocolates. And I was going to say where.
Would you like some chocolate?
And not at the moment. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
I know Thane liked it.
I know Thame would indulge forever if he could.
And he would go to eat with us too.
Yes, I know that as well.
He says he shouldn't though.
Not really. He shouldn't. No. I mean, it's best to keep things separate.
Yeah.
However, yes, your question about chakras. What is your question about chakras?
Does the universe have them?
The universe recognizes them.
How? And in what way?
It's the universe.
So with
Chakras would not exist in beings if they didn't already exist from the source, which is where the universe is from, which is where you are from, where I am from.
So based on what you're saying, the universe is sentient,
In a manner of speaking,
just as much as Gaia is sentient.
yes, very
Okay.
much. That's a good. I want to say corollary, but that's not the right word.
Correlation.
Yeah, was close.
You were close. Got to pick Sarah's brain real quick, a little easier than that.
She's pretty far away right now, so,
Good.
which is very good, yes.
How do plants and animals experience us when we are meditating?
There's more connectivity
For what? What do you mean?
between the person meditating and the plants and animals around. For instance, if you were to be outside, sitting in the grass with your back against a tree and a creek trickling by behind you and just a gentle breeze and it's balmy out, the trees and the grass and flowers and anything else, birds, any other near animals, worms in the ground, would be even more connected. You would feel, you yourself meditating would feel that connectivity and the group hug, the group warmth would just fill you. And you might not even be thinking that it's from animals and bugs and trees and grass and flowers. But you would feel it. That's why it's so important to meditate. In the countryside, water and trees, definitely good companions to your meditation. But it just fills the soul and lifts you, lifts your vibrational frequencies, and that's what I think you all want to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sarah has expressed to me that she can, in a way, sense what the trees want.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same process? She's doing it without meditation?
Then it's not the same process. Now I'm picking on your word choice.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm sitting here smiling. So yeah, I deserve that one.
Yes, she is more open, intuitively, and even now I can feel her hands touching the bark of a pine tree, spruce, an evergreen in the back there. And when she does that, there is communication. And it always lifts her up and makes her smile.
Cool. Excellent. Because whenever I touch them, I just, it's bark. That's all I feel. Is that because I have myself too controlled?
Mm-hmm. But that's what engineers do.
Yeah, I know. I've been working on trying to let that go. As you can see, it doesn't work well sometimes.
Well, it's part of who you are. So don't just make it go away or want it to go away. Just do the flip side of the coin and just allow yourself to be more open and fluid.
That's what I mean.
Yes. Good.
Try and release some of the control that my ego has over me. Mm-hmm. Was that the same thing? Or am I heading
Not
wrong?
exactly, but that will help.
Okay.
That will assist.
I will take what you say under advisement as usual.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Does lucid dreaming and shape-shifting happen in other dimensions?
Oh, yeah.
I would think
Other
so.
dimensions where corporeal beings are attempting to become more enlightened. That's one way that they can achieve that.
So whenever we do astral project, Sarah and I don't remember any of it, but we're told that we do it quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And we meet other aliens there.
Mm-hmm.
Are they also astral projecting from wherever they live? And we meet in the astral plane?
Those particular ones, yes, because they are corporeal in their, or on their planet, or in their dimension. So they also have cycles of rest/sleep depending on how they physiologically recharge and
Okay.
regenerate. So yes, when they go into their deep, restful state, they astral project. And you'll cross paths, and they're as pleased to meet you as you are to meet them.
Now, in previous sessions, you had said that both Sarah and I have met some ETs astrally, but you wouldn't tell us who they were.
No,
Why is that?
you'll find out soon enough on your own.
Okay. Any guidance can you offer?
Anything that I would say more concretely could skew the experience.
Okay. I can understand that.
So just let it flow.
Okay. At what frequencies do you need to be to make ET contact?
Whichever ones allow you to connect more directly. What else would it be?
I don't love that answer. In other words, don't be so detail oriented.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You are already doing your best to listen to frequencies that are helping you in a lot of ways.
You mean those ones while we sleep and stuff?
Yes, howsoever. I was going to say don't forget the solfeggio
Well, yeah, we're playing we're
ones,
listening
but
to
that's
one
what
of them now.
that's what you're doing. So just keep it up, maybe mix it up a little bit sometimes. Listen to a couple of different ones. No more than 3 at a time,
Okay.
because then it becomes too jarring to your ears, your physical ears.
Well, 3 do too.
Sometimes, but 3 of the right ones.
We were listening to 369, 936, and whatever the other one is,
693. No, it's
Something like that,
639,
I don't remember them.
396, and 963.
They're in my iPhone.
Yes.
And I found that very disturbing.
So then just limit it to 2.
Okay. Over the next 10 years, will there be an introduction period with ETs? Or will we actually be able to board a spacecraft and explore other worlds? I know it depends.
Too many variables, but the probabilities are there.
Okay.
I love Bashar for that, because probabilities and possibilities. The possibilities are very strong. Probabilities, maybe not as strong, but something within 10 years will happen. Of course, and that could change depending on a lot of the variables.
Yes.
So asking for a future prediction is kind of worthless.
Yeah, I understand. It's like, what am I going to say next, right? Could be any of a billion things.
Probably not.
No.
Any of
Realistically,
maybe.
probably not. But, but the
Because
idea was there.
we know him, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.